guys, it's Megan. So I wanted to do an update on my beauty inventory or my makeup inventory for this year, and I must have totally forgot to do it in March. So I just did it, and so it was supposed to be every quarter, so every 3 months, but it's a little bit off now, but whatever. So I just counted up all of the things, and I have this spreadsheet that I made at the beginning of this year, which I'll have linked down below. I've linked this before for you guys to download, just like a empty format of this so you can fill it in yourself, and I've gotten really good feedback on that, so I'll leave that link down below if you want to start an inventory as well. And so I changed this to April. It used to say March, so yeah, but I am very pleasantly surprised, not surprised, but I'm very happy with my numbers that I have now in April, and I'm just going to go over them with you guys category by category. So the first one is foundation. So right now I have 6 foundations, and I had 9 in January, which I think is pretty awesome. So I have these 2 Bourjois ones that I'm trying to work on, my Ready Set Gorgeous, which I love, and then I have these 3 down here that I'm working on. So that is 6, and I guess I've used up some, or I gave some away. I can't really remember since January what I have done with those foundations, but I've also used up a bunch of foundation samples in that time frame too, so that's pretty good. Tinted moisturizers and BB creams. I have this one now, the Josie Maran Argan Daily Moisturizer with a tint. This is my favorite daily moisturizer for the spring and summer, and I got this one off of eBay. The seller was selling the non-tinted one, but she got her quantities wrong, so she sent me this one and gave me money off of it if I wanted to try it. So I thought I would try it, and I do like it, and this is my only tinted moisturizer. So that's that. I worked really hard last year to get down those numbers. I used to have a ton of BB creams. I had 6 in July, and I had none in January. Now I only have 1, and I'm perfectly happy with that. For face primers, I only have 1. I only have this little Laura Mercier Protect face primer, and I haven't really started to try that one out yet. And I don't really know if I want a primer like I've said to you guys. So I'm testing out the waters of not using a primer, and we'll see how my opinion is a month or 2 from now. I'm not sure. Concealers, I only have 1. It's the LA Girl concealer. I don't know where I put it. Colored face powder, I have 4. So I have these 3 in my normal drawer, and then I have 1 in my backup drawer. I'm giving 1 to a friend that I will never be that dark of a color, so I'm just going to pass it on. But so I have these 3 and a backup. Okay, for setting powder, I have 3 of those, and I keep my setting powders in with my blushes, bronzers, and highlights. I just reorganized this today to make it a little fit nicer, so I put all my setting powders and bronzers in this one organizer, and then my highlights and blushes here. So I have these 3 setting powders, the Guerlain Meteorites, MAC Prep and Prime Loose Powder, and then this Bourjois Illuminating. And I'm fine with that. I would prefer to only have 1 mattifying powder, and then 1 nice glowy powder like the Guerlain. So I'll get that down at some point this year. Bronzers, I have 6. So I have these 5 in this area, and then I keep this one at my vanity because I've been using this one a lot. This is a Physicians Formula matte bronzer from a long time ago that I just like to use to bronze up my neck to match my face. So I have 6 bronzers, which is fine. I had 6 in January, and I had 10 in July, and I've downsized and used up 1, I believe. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about bronzer. I probably just want three maybe. So like a cool tone contour, a matte warm tone, and then a glowy one. So I'll try to get that down eventually. For blush, I have 17 and 1 palette, and I had 18 in January. So Kristen Papula sent me this blush palette, so I kind of had to reorganize this to fit this in, because as you can see, it's too tall for my drawer, so I can't have it like this, so I kind of have to put it like this. And then I have 17 other blushes in here, and I'm really happy with the blushes that I have. I really, really love them all. I reach for them very regularly. I go in and out of phases with blushes, so I'm not constantly using all of them by any means, but I really do love all of my blushes that I have now, and I'm really happy to say that. So that's a really great category, even though 17 seems like a lot, but if you use them all, what does it matter? Highlighters, I have 8. I had 9 in January, so I have my highlighters here, some here, one here. The highlighters kind of had to go all over the place to just fit where they could. And then I have my RMS Loving Luminizer, which I'm almost done with. You can see that big hole. Yeah, I'm almost done with that. And then this week I'm going to be using my Lightscapade. So I have those 2 out, and the rest are in my drawer. And I really love all my highlighters. The only 2 that are really similar are my Inglot and the Lightscapade. So I probably don't need both of those, but I still love them both. Mascaras, I have 2 right now. I had 5 in January, which I had a lot of samples. So I just have these 2 mascaras, my Dior, and then, oh my gosh, dropping everything, the Dior and the Masterpiece mascaras, and I love both of those. So I really only want like 2 mascaras open at any given time, so that's perfect. Eye primer, I still only have 1, my Gigundo Urban Decay Pro, whatever this is called, eyeshadow primer that Natasha sent me years ago. Cream shadows, I have 16. I had 17 before. I used up 1, so that makes perfect sense. Single eyeshadows, I have 21 now. I did have 30 in January, which is really exciting. I've done decluttering since then, so I have just a variety of different ones. I could probably go through it again and get rid of some, but I just wanted to do it right away, this inventory, and have it the accurate numbers. So I have those, and then like my Burberry ones, of course, love those. Okay, small eyeshadow palettes, duos, and quads. I have 19. I had 20 in January. I downsized some, and then I acquired some from like gifts and stuff. So my small eyeshadow palettes would be like these quads down here, my Inglot palettes, and then my MAC. All my MAC I count in this category. For large eyeshadow palettes, I downsize a lot. I had 12 in January, and now I have 8. So these are my large eyeshadow palettes, the Smoked, my Z palette, my MUA palettes, and Sonia Kashuk, Sleek. So I'm really happy with that. I'm like the weirdest person in the world. I don't like large eyeshadow palettes, so 8 is fine. None of these categories do I have a like goal number for. That's not how I look at things for makeup. Like, I don't want a certain number for many categories. Some, like my mascaras and stuff, I do only want like 2 open, and like foundations, I only want a certain number open because those products go bad quickly. But for the most part, I just want things that I use, like color products, blushes, eyeshadows, cream eyeshadows, blah, 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 blah. I just really want a number that I use. So it's not like I have a goal number. It's just what products do I actually use and love and get use out of. That is how I look at things. So for me, I don't use large eyeshadow palettes, but if the large eyeshadow palettes that I have, I really love, that's perfect. So the ones that I have, I really do enjoy. Okay, pencil eyeliners. I have 11. I had 9 in January, and I know that I got some in like little gifts from some of you guys, and then I did buy one. So that kind of makes sense that it went up a little bit, and I got this really cool Marc Jacobs one as a 100-point perk. So that is one that I recently acquired, but I'm almost done with that. So that'll be, this number will fluctuate, I'm sure. Liquid eyeliner, I have 3. I have my Jessie's Girl Black, and then these 2 Revlons. I love these. These Color Stay Skinny eyeliners. I love the electric blue one. That's my favorite. So I have those 3, which I love. Glitter eyeliner, I have 2. I don't really necessarily need 2, but one's purple and one's just clear. Gel liner, I have 1. I don't really use gel liner, so that's perfect. Eyebrow products, I have 3. I had 4 in January because I had an eyeshadow duo that I used, but I threw that out because it was really old. Lipsticks, I have 38. I had 36 in January, and I love the way my lipstick organization is now. Maria from Maria Makes Up sent me this awesome lipstick organizer so I can see all my lipsticks like pointed up so they're vertical. I love that, and I appreciate it so much, Maria, that you sent this to me. And I got some from, let's see, Kristen sent me some. Oh my god, this one that she sent me, this Bite Grandifolia one is like amazing. So I did get some in like gifts, and Tatum sent me at least one, so it makes sense that that number went up, but I'm constantly trying to use up my lip products. For lip glosses, I have 7, and I had 8 in January, and I'm almost done with another one, so that's really awesome. And then my last category is makeup setting spray, and I only have my MAC Fix Plus, so I only have 1, and I only had 1 then. So that is my current makeup inventory numbers. Like I said, most of these categories I don't have like a goal number. I kind of have like, it would be nice to have less as my mentality, but really if I'm using all the things that I own, and I like to play with different colors, and I'm using things at least every few months or every few weeks or days or whatever, I think that that's perfectly fine. So I'm getting really close to the point that I've wanted to achieve through all of this using up project pans, like using things up but also downsizing. I'm getting really close to the point where I feel like I have kind of achieved my goal, and through all this I feel like I have achieved a lot of goals that I never knew that I had a few years ago, but now it's really important to me to have things that I only love. The things that I want to own, I want to love them and use them and not have to force myself to use them up. I really want to get to the point where the only things that I have, I don't have to like tell myself, you have to use this. Like I just want to organically use things, and because I love it so much, I use it up. So that is my goal through all of this, and I know that one day I will achieve that goal and it'll be amazing, and I see myself getting closer and closer to that every few months, doing these updates and just tracking my progress in this way. So it's really cool and really exciting, and any of you guys who are going through a similar journey, it definitely isn't an overnight process. I've been working on this since November of 2013? Let's see. I did Makeout 2013, so I was planning for that in 2012, and Makeout 2013 went horribly, and then I started my Project Use It Ups in November 2013 and started like for the whole year in 2014. So I've been working on this for years, getting into this mindset, and then finally seeing progress, and really, I don't know, it's just a really incredible lifestyle change, and I hope that all of you guys who are trying to achieve similar things will see your progress, and I think that it's really important to document it in some way. You don't have to make videos, but even if you just take pictures for yourself and like have them on your phone, or you post them on Instagram or whatever you want to do, just to see how far you've come. I was just rewatching my one of my original Project Use It Up videos, and this was from February 2014, and it's so fascinating to me to see my evolution and how much I've used it up and how much I've accomplished, and just it's really quite incredible, honestly. So yeah, I hope that you guys have enjoyed seeing my journey, and I really hope that all of you guys are having just as much of success as you have ever wanted, and I wish you the best of luck if you're starting this or if you're in the midst or just having some rough patches. I know that it's not all sunshine and rainbows in these types of projects. It's definitely an emotional roller coaster, which people probably wouldn't imagine, but I just wish you the best of luck with your progress, and if you have an update on your inventories as well, please let me know in the comments. Let me know how you're doing, maybe some things that you want to improve on, because I know that we always have a goal in mind, even when we're doing really well. So I appreciate you guys taking the time to hang out with me today and catching up with how I'm doing, and I will see you guys as soon as I can. Bye.